Hi there, this is David and welcome to New RPG News. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today, from Microsoft actually acquiring Activision Blizzard, to some really nice pre-orders, to some great deals over on Amazon, to some demos, and new game announcements. Lots of stuff to talk about today, but I do want to start here with this cool shirt, which I debuted to y'all 1 week ago, and I told you that there was only like 2 weeks to buy it, so there's 1 week left to purchase this shirt if you would like it. There's a tank top and there is a t-shirt, and it's really cool. The sales are doing okay-ish. I don't really know if I'm going to be designing another one based upon these sales, but hopefully they pick up and hopefully y'all like it, and I'll be able to design some more shirts in the future. I'm thinking something about Lunar. I was thinking something with Arius and Sephiroth, and also something about Sabin maybe suplexing a train. So I do have ideas in my head, but we will see what actually comes to fruition, because it all depends on the sales of this shirt. And now that I'm done with my NPC walk coming at you like I'm an axe murderer, like some people told me in the comments, yeah, I was kind of weirdly doing my walk towards the camera there. Anyway, Microsoft has completed their acquisition of Activision, Blizzard, and King. So they now have access to a lot of different games, a lot of different exclusives that they can put over on the Xbox, such as Crash Bandicoot, StarCraft, the Fallout series, Doom, which my brother was really into back in the 90s, Candy Crush, of all things. I'm shocked that they are under that umbrella, but hey, Tony Hawk's Starfield, Overwatch, Sea of Thieves, Elder Scrolls, holy mother of God, lots of stuff. Halo, Forza, that racing game. Call of Duty, isn't that like the most popular game like ever? This, I can barely read it, the Senuous Saga? I'm not really sure what that is. Warcraft, Diablo, Flight Simulator, and Minecraft. So a lot of incredibly popular games, pretty much just in one fell swoop, went straight over to Microsoft. It's still nothing really that I play all that much. Yeah, I've been known to, dip my feet into certain things like maybe Fallout or some Diablo or some Elder Scrolls here and there, but is it a game changer for me personally, a reason for me personally to purchase an Xbox? No, it's not, because it's supposed to be Western RPGs, and yeah, I'm still waiting on that exclusive JRPG that they're going to get. Something like Lost Odyssey, something like Blue Dragon, something like Tales of Vesperia, like they had on the 360. That is what I am personally waiting for. So if you're a fan of Xbox and you're looking forward to these exclusives, good on you. Is this going to change someone over like me from somebody who pretty much only deals with Sony and Nintendo because of the JRPGs into someone who purchases an Xbox? No, still need that exclusive. Tales of Arise expansion Beyond the Dawn has a quest introduction trailer, and it says help rebuild the lives of all the united people now in Tales of Arise. I don't want to spoil anything as far as what the ending entails of Tales of Arise, nothing like that, but it talks about some of the new sub-quests that you'll be able to experience and how you'll be able to kind of rebuild the world. It says experience a wealth of new sub-quests as you explore the world following the events of Tales of Arise and help rebuild the lives of the united people. This is coming out November 9th, really soon for the PS5, Xbox, PS4, and PC. One thing that it does talk about is a lot of different costumes, really cute like formal costumes and stuff, so if you are a fan of that, that will be available. But then it also says a new large dungeon. It doesn't say many large dungeons, it doesn't say new large dungeons, multiple dungeons to explore. It just says new large dungeon. That's disappointing. I wish that there was multiple dungeons, multiple places to go and explore. So it seems to me like it's a lot of revisiting the old areas and rebuilding those old areas as far as new areas are concerned. I almost said dungeons, but there will be a new dungeon, singular. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8 has a remake with new features and new enhancements. This is due out early 2024. This originally came out on the PS2, back in like 2003 or something, so it's been a minute since this one came out. As far as Romance of the Three Kingdoms is concerned, it's a strategy RPG, and I've never personally been able to really get into them. They're just really complex. Reminds me a lot of like Nobunaga's Ambition, which I also can't even pronounce, and I've never been able to really get into any of those games themselves. They're just really a lot. But I know that some of y'all out there might be interested in this, so I figured that I would cover it. This now allows for marriage between your generals, which can create offspring for your married parties, a new tactical scenario campaign mode, and then there's also 3 new scenarios that are added, as well as 60 new generals, an editor that can change the data of the generals and the city, improved AI, and it still has turn-based battling as well. It also has new visuals, new voices, it combines 2D and 3D graphics. Like, there's a lot going on here. So if you are a fan of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms series, then this might be for you. For me, again, this has been out for 40-something years, ever since I was a little kid, and I wasn't able to get into it as a little boy. I don't think I'd be able to get into it now. I'm crotchety, I'm old, I'm stubborn, I'm set in my ways, so I'm gonna pass. I thought that this was interesting. It looked really cute. It's called Great Ambition of the Slimes, and it's coming to the Nintendo Switch on October 26th. It's currently available for the PC right now. It's going to cost $12 whenever it does head on over there. It was originally released on the PC on Steam on July 26th, and it talks about making slimes being your battling. It says, make slimes take over humans to fight your battles. This is a strategy RPG where you command slimes, but the slimes have the ability to occupy human bodies. So you can take control of like knights and wizards and warlocks and all that and fight other enemies and fight other demons and things like that. So it just looks really cute, I've got to say. And the stage layout reminds me a lot of something like Final Fantasy Tactics. And then the artwork has like an NES, almost PS1 sort of melding to it. So I just thought that this looked fascinating and that I would bring it up. Another strategy RPG here. This is Mercenaries Lament, Requiem of the Silver Wolf, and it's coming over to the PC next year. It's already available for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, and PS5. If the last strategy RPG that we saw looked a little bit too Nintendo-y, this one is much more Final Fantasy Tactics, much more traditional isometric viewpoint. I'm going to read over the story because it looks to me like once you've played one strategy RPG, you've kind of played them all as far as these are concerned, but the story really is what makes it or breaks it. It says, several years have passed since a mysterious disease with no cure quickly spread across the continent. Those infected would suffer a horrible fate of turning into zombies after their death, mindlessly attacking the living. It's become the norm for hired mercenaries to spend countless days clearing the lands of the undead. Such a mercenary is Johann, captain of the Silver Wolf Mercenary Company. He's paid a visit by the Grim Reaper and narrowly escapes its blade of death, but the Reaper leaves him an eerie prophecy. In the next 100 days, your luck will run out, and that will be the day of your fate. So, is he going to escape his fate? Is he going to die? Can he help the people with this mysterious disease? Yeah, it looks like a pretty neat game, and I thought that I'd bring this one up as well. Kind of a weird one, and it's in black and white, so take it for what you will. In Stars and Time is launching on November 20th. It is a turn-based looping JRPG. I hate time looping games. I hate them so much. I can't even tell you how much I hate them. I've always hated them, and then Loop 8 came around and it really brought out my deep, dark hatred for the time looping bullshit of JRPGs. But this is a time looping bullshit JRPG. So, here we go, in case you happen to like these sorts of games that I despise. It says, In Stars and Time tells the story of Siffrin and their adventurer friends Mirabelle, Isabeau, Odile, and Bonnie, a found family fated to repeat the same 2 days over and over and over again, as they fight to save the world from the tyrannical reign of an evil king. The thing is, only Siffrin knows that his party is stuck in a time loop, and each fresh start takes an inevitable toll. So then you save the world through the power of rock, paper, scissors in a strategic turn-based RPG combat. Rock, paper, scissors? Really? Okay. So we have we have time looping, we have black and white, and we have rock, paper, scissors. God, talk about a niche. Man. Well, hopefully, I wish the developers the best. Fascinating. Little Goody Two Shoes is launching October 31st. There is a demo available right now for the PC. This is a horror RPG launching on Halloween, coming out for the PS5, Xbox, Switch, and PC. Yeah. So I just have to say this. Little Goody Two Shoes was originally written back in the 1700s as like a little children's story about an orphan who only had one shoe. And then she she was moral and upstanding and a good little girl. And then she met like a rich guy and he gave her another pair of shoes. And she was so happy that she has 2 pairs of shoes. And then eventually, she goes and she gets married to the rich guy because, she's just a little fair maiden and all that kind of crap. So to make this like a horror story is really, really, really odd to me, but okay. It says Little Goody Two Shoes is a horror narrative adventure game set in a hand-painted fairy tale environment. There's 10 possible endings to fit your choices in the actions in the game. But there's more than meets the eye here, as you must also manage multiple aspects of Elsie's life in the village to stay alive. Remember, all decisions matter in this story. During the day, you'll need to strengthen her bonds with her fellow villagers and work to make a living by playing fun minigames. But once the moon rises, make sure to keep Elsie fed, healthy, and sane in the multiple encounters with deadly foes as she makes her way further into the woods. So then it goes on about key features, and I thought that this was interesting. It says, get struck by Cupid's arrow and fall in love with the charming bachelorettes of Kieferberg. In this all-female cast of romanceable characters, unlock the dreamy date scenes and storylines for each of them. So it's like a little lesbian romance horror RPG on Halloween. Like if you're looking for a game to play this Halloween, this might be the one. Now we have 2 different articles about Sandland. This is a video game adaptation of Akira Toriyama's manga Sandland, which has been out for, 20 plus years right now. And this is neat because lately we've been getting a lot of these anime, manga, video game adaptations like One Piece Odyssey or Dragon Quest Adventures of Dai. And both of those, that I played them, I really enjoyed them. I really liked them a lot. So this might be a way to get someone like me who's not into anime or manga more into it, I've got to say, because I really did enjoy those. Now, the trailer that I'm playing above me is the developer diary going over the enemies and the vehicles, and I've got to say it looks a lot like Metal Max Xeno, and I did not like Metal Max Xeno all that much, so hopefully it just looks like it and it doesn't actually play like it, because there's a big difference. It might just be, the desert setting that's making me feel like it looks that way. There's also another article on Sandland talking about the English voice acting cast. So yeah, we actually have English voice acting in an anime game. Who knew? Shocking, I know. So Beelzebub is voiced by Risa May. It says the Fiend Prince himself is taken to the desert wasteland in search of water. Though he typically seeks the latest video games or the perfect prank to play on his friends, Beelzebub is taking on a more heroic role with Rao to help all the inhabitants of the wasteland. Rao is voiced by John Lepeau. Sporting a jaunty hat paired with a mean pair of shorts and knee-high socks to complete his off-duty but ready-for-action look, Rao is one of the good guys. Tired of seeing his fellow humans suffer under the King of Sandland's water hoarding, it's Rao he seeks at the help of the demons to try and find fresh water. The guy's name is Thief, just Thief. Okay, so I wonder what his parents thought I wonder what his parents thought his occupation would be when they named him Thief. So Thief is voiced by Owen Thomas. One of Beelzebub's loyal advisors and a crafty demon in general, Thief naturally has a penchant for stealing. Who knew? But on top of his sticky fingers, Thief is also as strong as he is wise. He can use his cunning intellect to help the group overcome any obstacle in their path. Lucifer, voiced by Keith Silverstein. This is Beelzebub's father and king of all the demons. Lucifer is the one spurring on Beelzebub to take on Rao's request and forbidding him from playing video games until he finishes his tasks. What a devil. What a taskmaster. There's General R, voiced by Andrew Lander. As one of the top soldiers in Sandland Royal Army, General R is a persistent thorn in the side of Rao. And then finally, the Supreme Commander, Zoo? I don't know. Voiced by Sean Smith. Players will have to learn more about the Supreme Commander as they progress through the story, but it'd be safe to say that he is one bad dude. So yeah, I know I went on about this, but Sandland and, Dragon Quest and things like this, this is my bread and butter. This is what I love. This is really like my passion. I love games like this. This looks great. I am so looking forward to this. Now let's go over some pre-orders. This is for Persona 3 Reload. The pre-orders are available for that now. You can go to the website at Persona Atlas and you can choose your platform. You can choose which kind you would want, the Aegis Edition or the Standard Edition, and it tells you exactly what you get. For the Standard Edition, you just get the base game, and you also get a Persona 4 Golden Background Music set as your pre-order bonus. If you get the Aegis Edition, you get an art book, a soundtrack, the Aegis figure, and the Persona 3 Reload DLC pack, and it shows you everything that you get down here. The art book, the soundtrack, the Aegis figurine right there, the collector's box, the base game, as well as the pre-order set. Now, this does cost a pretty penny. It's costing $200 if you want this. Let's look at what the Standard Edition costs. Standard is $70. So for $130 more, you are getting the art book, the soundtrack, the figurine, and a DLC pack. So to me, it's pretty much, do you want a figurine for $130 more? That's really what it comes down to for me, because the soundtrack and the art book are just kind of like bonus, you know what I'm saying? So that's up to you, but I did want to let you know that this is available. Crymachina now has a demo available for the PS5, PS4, and Nintendo Switch, and the save data from the demo can be carried over into the full game upon its release. Let's look over the brief overview of the game. It says, in the world of Crymachina, your new robotic body grants you more than just a second chance at life. Customize your weapons loadout to decimate your foes, awaken new abilities in the middle of combat, and gather personality data to upgrade your hardware further. Give your new metallic form a try and see what possibilities await you. This is going to be coming out on October 24th here in North America, October 27th in Europe, November 3rd in Oceania. And I went and I looked at the NIS store to see if they still had any more of their collector's editions available, and unfortunately, they're sold out. However, there is a deluxe edition that is available over on GameStop. It's also on Amazon. It's $60, and this edition gets you the game. It gets you a miniature art book that you can see right there. It looks to be, I don't know, I can't really tell, maybe 10, 12 something pages, not really sure right there, as well as a digital soundtrack right there. So if you want to get Crymachina and you missed out on the collector's edition, maybe you can go ahead and grab this deluxe edition while that one is still available. And finally, there's just some Dragon Quest stuff that I wanted to talk about that I saw. I was made aware of these on Twitter. They are some Dragon Quest X tarot cards, and you can see them. It's a pretty decent price, about $25 for these various Dragon Quest tarot cards. I thought that they're really cool. They are in Japanese. It is Dragon Quest X after all. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that. But while I was looking at these tarot cards and I was like typing in Dragon Quest and things like that, some other stuff popped up, like this really cool metallic killer machine right here. This thing popped up. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's $60. They have a gold golem there as well. Oh gosh, they have a slime. Oh, how beautiful. They have a slime knight here. This one's $37. They have some really nice stuff on Amazon that you can kind of import from Japan, but it looks like, free delivery tomorrow. Who knew? So it is available on Amazon Prime as well. Oh my gosh, look at these, they're so cute. Look at the slime. Oh, I can't even stand it. I can't even deal with it. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to buy some of these. I just am. I'm going to have to get them. And some of these are on sale. Some of them, there's a king metal slime too. Oh my god! Look at him, look at him, look at him! Oh my god, I can't even deal with this. These are so cute. Oh my god, I could sit here all day long and I can go through all these little Dragon Quest metallic monsters. There's a metal babble. Oh, I'm gonna have to get like a whole collection of these. A little metal slime tower. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I need to stop. There's just so many cool things, and I could buy them all day long over here on Amazon. But I just wanted to bring all this to your attention. So that's it for this week's New RPG News. Make sure that if you haven't yet, get your shirt. They're limited time only. You have about a week left. And super secret surprise for those who've waited to the end of the video. Guess what? I am having a guest host come on in, and we're going to be hosting the news together next week. So look forward to that, and have a good day.